I don't know why. That's just kind of particular, I guess.
Your meeting is being recorded. It's
Okay.
What you talking about?
just popped up on my screen saying your meeting is being recorded.
It is being recorded.
I don't know, but it's just gave me a warning, I guess, in case I don't want you. I can click on leave meeting.
No, no leaving the meeting.
It gave me that choice. So
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
as you're being recorded, and one of the options is to continue or leave
Oh.
me.
I guess that makes sense.
Can't really see him.
It's because the
Lights is behind him.
shutters.
That's
There.
better. Close the
Nice.
other shutter.
Close the other shutter.
Sure, you need to see me.
That's much better.
I better.
You're breaking up. You got bad connection again.
Oh, there. Oh.
You mean that blinds make that much difference?
I don't know. It's this laptop. I need to get a new one.
Mm.
Does
You
that
just
sound
have to
okay
turn
now?
them up.
Well, he lost the Wi-Fi when he closed the windows.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
This laptop
we're ready
is
for your questions.
on its way out. Are you ready for your questions?
I have
SMS?
one question though. I forgot to tell you the last ones.
Yeah.
Is I sang with the school at the Hollywood Bowl.
You did? The Hollywood Bowl?
Yeah, all the elementary schools got together in the area and practiced, and then we sang at the Hollywood Bowl.
That's cool.
That's one of
Do you
my,
remember what do you remember what you sang?
no. I sang second soprano.
Second soprano at the Hollywood Bowl. And what's the Hollywood Bowl?
You don't know what the Hollywood Bowl is?
I don't.
It's down, it's down in Hollywood.
It's a big concert
Big concert, outdoor concert
Oh,
stadium.
stadium.
do they still
Have
have
a
it?
have a semi-clam shape pop on it.
They have,
They have it up in different movies and stuff. You see them showing up every once in a while. You probably just don't recognize it.
you can go out, there's places to sit, to eat if you want to bring food with you.
Oh, was this a paid performance that you guys did?
No,
We
I'm
went to a
looking-
paid performance one time.
we did.
Yeah. I don't know who
Oh.
it was. but we did.
Hollywood Bowl 2021 tickets.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just looking up. That's cool. I thought you were talking
have
about
two.
like a football game, like a bowl game.
No,
The big concert arena.
outdoor concert. There's another one that they sing at too. Okay, I forget the name of that.
They do the Red Rock Canyon in Denver. You remember where that is?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah. That's where we've had their graduations. Katie's graduation was there.
And
Right.
Hannah's,
And
That's cool.
her mom fell down.
Debbie fell down.
Or was it Debbie that fell?
Yeah.
She fell down at the Red Rock Pavilion.
Stepping down on the stairs and our chairs, benches, and slipping.
Ouch. Okay, so I've got questions about parenting today.
You get to answer those.
I do. I don't know about that. So the first one is, how did you find out you were going to be a parent for the first time?
I think we just.
Did we ask that one?
We talked about that last week. Before
Oh,
had
wait,
to have
we did.
fertility.
We asked about how many children, the names, birth dates, and birthplaces, right?
Yeah.
Did we ask why did you give the names that you gave your kids?
No, I can tell you about Dennis.
Yeah, why'd you give Dennis his name?
Named him after Dennis the Menace.
Really?
He lived up to it as a child.
Wait, that's really how he picked his name?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You guys cursed yourselves. So the cartoon Dennis the Menace, you thought that was a cool name.
Right.
That's funny.
He was a cute little boy in the cartoon, so we figured we'd have a cute little boy too.
But he was a menace.
He was all right. He's just very active.
That's funny.
boys.
And it's Dennis James. So you chose to have the same middle. Whose idea was that to give him the same middle name as you?
I started, I think my dad was James, and mine was James, so I just said, let's pass it on.
Yeah, that's a tradition now. What about Deborah? Why'd you choose Deborah?
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Is it after Roldy?
Huh? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Huh.
Debbie Reynolds, how's that?
Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds. Wait, and Deborah's middle name is Gail?
Deborah Gail.
Yeah, and that's your middle name, right, Mom?
Yeah,
So that's why you did that, probably?
yeah.
The oldest girl. Yeah.
Oldest girl.
Yeah. Okay, how about Becky, Rebecca?
That is after Roldy there.
Yeah, that was,
It's an old aunt or something.
Oh, Rebecca Jane was an aunt, is a family name.
It's an ancient old relative. I don't remember back. I know that's why we use
It
that.
was Rebecca Jane Jefferson, right?
yeah.
That's probably it. Yeah. But that's why we chose Rebecca.
Yeah. How about Jennifer Lynn?
Mhm.
There's no family name there.
How many Jennifers?
She was adopted anyways. Was it the lady you adopted her from?
Probably felt like that. She always said we always favored Becky.
Yeah. She always thought she was adopted. So do you remember why you called?
I don't remember why
named
we picked the name. I don't know. I don't know why we picked yours either, really.
Jeffrey? You don't know why you picked Jeffrey?
Lester was after your grandpa,
Yeah.
but I don't know why Jeffrey either.
Maybe it was just a popular name.
Could have been, you know.
Jeffrey and Jennifer are pretty popular names. How about Brian?
No, there either.
Yeah.
Named after,
Brian Gregory, right?
Brian Gray.
Gregory. What's Gregory from?
This rhymed good. Brian Gregory. I don't know.
Yeah.
Brian was spelled Bryan.
Yeah. Why did you choose the Y? It's not that common, I don't think.
Well, there's Bryan, Texas. Bryan.
Brian.
I don't know. I just thought it was B instead of they always spelled his name wrong whenever at school and stuff.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have put the Y in there, but
I like
there's
the
a
Y.
lot of others that have Y too.
Yeah. I
And
think the Y is good. So, who chose the names primarily? Did you guys discuss it and decide together? You did,
We
Mom?
probably did. I don't know. Mom probably came up with it and I went along with it.
Yeah. That's how it was in my former marriage. Okay. So we got that. Do you remember anything your children did when they were small that really amazed you?
Hmm.
Something that amazed you.
You climbing up on the wall of Mormon Center and playing your roles.
What?
You got up there and the Bernece, wasn't it, that you got
Oh,
up on the wall?
that was Merrill Page, actually.
I mean, you were up there too, I
you were
thought.
there
No, I
too.
filmed him. He was Samuel the Lamanite. I was one of the wicked Nephites. One of the wicked Nephites.
Anyway, it just amazed me that you guys go do that stuff.
Yeah,
Also your firebomb amazed me,
yeah, that wasn't good.
And also,
especially taping it,
Yeah,
recording it. I couldn't believe that.
well, I used it for my English speech freshman year and got an A
and jumping off the roof at Anderson's
into the pool. Yeah.
school.
But what
Down
about
a
when
tree
your
in the
kid-
backyard without
Yeah.
knowing how to do it?
Yeah, that wasn't good. But what about your when like let's think about Dennis and Debbie when they were really little. Anything come to mind?
Well, just Kenneth is very smart.
It's also in there.
He takes after his grandfather, Williams, and his ability to do mechanical work and stuff.
Oh, Lester,
Yeah,
you need a
I
drink,
think.
Mom?
What?
You need a drink?
No, I've got this.
He's been coughing a lot.
Oh,
I got
really?
a lot of mucus. I can't get rid of it.
I sent
Are
a
you
note to the
sick?
doctor. She told her to try different allergy medicines and stuff. Becky suggests getting an air purifier.
That's a good idea.
Doesn't bother you.
Well, it does right now because it's allergy season.
Mm,
I had to use my inhaler twice today.
I didn't know you used an inhaler.
Yeah.
Huh.
Buterol.
Uterol. That's a pill.
The buterol, no, it's just an inhaler.
I guess Ammon uses an inhaler and Emma for
I
allergies.
think what did Debbie do?
So Dennis was really smart mechanically, like Lester, like his grandpa.
He was able to take things apart and put them back together, and
Brian was like that too, right?
yeah. I always like to just take apart stuff so you can see how it works.
Yeah,
Curious.
not me. I wasn't that way.
Well, Debbie did a lot of her car work, automobile work, so did Debbie too.
Debbie did her
She
automobile.
changed her oil and that kind of stuff.
Well, that's because you taught her.
Well, of
It's,
course,
um,
she's able to learn it, so she picked that up from her grandpa there too. Or me, I don't know which.
It must be my dad didn't do that. He owned the service station, so if he had to, he put it up on the thing, do it there at the shop.
I
Service
just had a
station.
I just had a fun idea. So I'm gonna say one of your children's names, and then you say the first memory or thought that comes to your head when I say their name.
That's
Okay,
hard.
okay, Mom, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Brian,
Mischievous.
Devious. Okay, so let's try Becky.
Quiet.
Quiet. All right, let's try Jenny.
Jenny was. What the heck?
And mischievous too.
Yeah,
Jenny was mischievous.
more active.
As like a toddler and stuff.
Toddler.
Yeah.
I remember Becky didn't crawl down the lawn. She sat and scooted
She was on her
herself
bottom.
all the way down to the sidewalk.
You guys used to alternate between sucking your fingers and sucking your thumbs.
Yeah.
Changed every other child would do the opposite.
Did I suck my thumb?
Becky was what, thumb or finger?
Becky was thumb. Jenny was fingers.
Becky was finger. You must have been thumb then.
Yeah. Until they stole my blanket when I was 4. then I stopped.
And
Okay,
Debbie, not Debbie, Becky had to have braces because she did suck her thumb.
oh, that's right, because she did for a while.
Yeah,
Did Dennis suck his thumb?
Probably. I don't remember.
Dennis,
It's been too many years ago.
I don't think so.
What about Debbie?
I'm sure they did. I don't know. That's a long time ago.
Did Debbie and Dennis share a room when they were little?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They did. Until how old?
Well, see, when we lived on Delane, they had their own bedrooms. It was a 3-bedroom house, so Becky had her own, Dennis had his own. It was just the two
wait,
of them.
Debbie had that one that was like an office.
Yeah, but it was considered a bedroom or an office.
Yeah. And
In the front
Dennis
of the
had
house.
the other one.
Right. Until the younger ones came along.
Hmm. How old was Debbie when she moved out?
I don't remember.
Dennis,
Right.
When she moved, she was living in an apartment and stuff. She went to work at 18.
She went to work at BLM, apartment here.
Hmm.
And she'd worked a lot too, but she moved out when she was probably just out of high school.
yeah. And then Dennis went on his mission. Then when he got home, he moved out shortly after that.
Well, not until he met Susan.
Oh, really?
He never went out on his own until he got married.
Oh, I don't remember Dennis living at home after his mission.
We had that back bedroom across from our master bedroom.
Where the office was.
Oh, yeah.
That was his now. That was his bedroom.
After his mission, too?
Yeah.
Hmm. He must have gotten married pretty soon after his mission, though.
I don't remember. I don't know. Time flies by.
Time does fly, doesn't it?
They met Susan at church. He wanted me to find out who she was or whatever.
He was always claustrophobic, so he had to sit in the back of the church all the time. Him and a couple
Really?
of his friends.
Even back then?
Even back then, yeah.
Huh.
He always had to sit on the back row because he felt closed in if he was anywhere else.
Was he that way when he was little?
No, I don't recall that. Just when he got older, teenage years.
Well,
Maybe you
he's
shouldn't have locked him in the cabinet.
in the church. He would sit in the back.
Well, that's because he was claustrophobic, and he still says he's claustrophobic now.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know why he got
I don't know why. I'm somewhat that way myself.
Okay, I've got some other. So here's a question from the thing. Kind of went off a little bit. What is one of the most unusual things one of your children did regularly when they were small?
How small are you talking about?
As small as you can remember.
Becky sucking your fingers.
That was the most unusual thing, is her sucking your fingers.
I don't think it's unusual.
That is unusual.
Her
but-
scooting on her bottom, I would say, is the unusual
Oh.
thing. She's the only one that didn't crawl.
She didn't crawl at all,
Yeah, he scooted on her
She
bottom.
was scooted.
so she never once crawled.
Never once crawled. That's right.
That is unusual.
Well, didn't she do it on the lawn? Was she crawling?
Well, she
or
did in the
she-
house too.
She
did
scooted
it.
around in the house.
That's how she got around, was scooting on her bottom.
So interesting. But all the rest of us crawled.
All the rest of you crawled, but she's the only one that scooted.
Huh. That's interesting. Okay.
See, I've seen on TV and stuff where other babies are doing that.
Yeah.
Not the way she did.
Hmm?
Not the way she did.
I don't-
Just gotta sit down and then just scoot.
Well, I've seen him
Forward.
I've seen him on TV doing.
Would she put her hands on the floor or just to help her?
I don't remember where her hands were. I just remember she scooted.
Huh.
He
That's it.
probably had to. I don't know.
Did you film it at all?
I think we got a picture of her going across the lawn.
Yeah.
Do you still have those old movies that you put on the reel projector?
Yeah, because we put them in, took them at Costco and got,
You know, I don't know where they're at. Oh, they're on DVDs. Yeah, we have it on DVD.
You do?
We have some DVDs where we converted all the Super 8s to DVDs.
Oh, I want a copy of those. It's pretty
A lot.
cool. Okay, what was the funniest thing you can remember that one of your children said or did?
That's a tough question.
funniest thing they ever did. I don't think there was anything. I recall.
You guys all did kind of character cut up things.
What about when Brian and I threw dirt clods over the fence into the neighbor's pool?
Oh, yeah, I don't think it was Brian, I think it was you.
Really? Brian did it too. It wasn't just me.
I wouldn't call it funny though.
I know.
Is that in our Beanie's pool?
No, it was across the way from the
Oh,
backyard.
back there. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That was so not smart. That was not good.
He just cleaned it too.
Really? Shoot. Do you remember the time that I framed Brian for breaking my glasses?
Well,
You did what?
trained Brian for breaking his glasses.
I broke my glasses in wood shop in 7th or 8th grade. And so I was so scared that you guys are going to be mad at me. I came home and I put my glasses at the bottom of my backpack and put my backpack on the floor. And I went over to Brian's backpack and started throwing his backpack down. I'm like, hey, Brian, look at me. I can throw your backpack down. And so he ran over to my backpack and picked it up and threw it down. I was like, hey, Brian, my glasses are in there.
Oh,
And they were broken. And he's like, oh, he started crying because he was going to get in trouble.
you.
I know. I don't even know if I told you guys that. Did you think that?
I've never heard it before.
I
Yeah,
didn't think you were wearing glasses.
I was
Okay.
back in like 8th grade.
We hear a lot of things you guys did that we didn't know anything about.
But poor Brian thought he actually really did break my glasses and he was going to get in trouble.
Who it was, one of you guys, one of the girls almost ran our red station wagon up the hill.
Oh, really?
That was Debbie.
You know how it curves around, well, it ended up going up on the dirt on the side.
Did she really? What the heck?
Wait,
Lucky it didn't roll it over.
was it the seminary they were going to? Or what
I
was it?
don't remember what it was, but I just never found out about that until later. A lot of things come up we didn't know about.
Did she have a license at the time?
I'm sure she had. She wouldn't have been driving. If she hadn't.
Do you think she was driving too fast?
Dennis was
I don't
driving
know.
it. Wasn't Dennis driving?
I don't know who it was. I guess they'll see this recording and they'll tell us who it was. I don't remember.
Did they have?
Driving
So they had seminary at the Mormon Center?
Yeah.
That's cool. Didn't someone like back one of our cars up or not put the emergency brake on the car and it rolled down the end of our street?
Yeah, vaguely remember that, but I don't remember exact details. Yeah, I do remember that happened.
Yeah.
Rolled down towards the end of the street, not towards the entry, right?
Yeah, the end of the street.
Rolled west. Yeah, yeah, I remember.
That happening.
Yeah.
I just remember getting stuck in the water.
Yeah. That was
Jenny and me in the car, and it was coming up through the floorboards.
and me too. And we had to get out. I think it was in the old Datsun truck.
Yeah, it was a white Datsun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We had to get out and take the groceries out the back and walk
Yeah.
them up the street.
Leave it in there and people would come down, there's a car in the middle of the street.
It was crazy. How did we ever get that out of the water? I can't remember.
Probably water went down
The water went down.
after the rains went slowed down.
Yeah, that was
Just
interesting.
they didn't have the drainage system good enough to drain it. There was a couple of times that it flooded down there.
Oh, it's got
One
sister.
time Brian took the canoe down there and was canoeing.
That was because sister, one that lived across the street. And
On the one went to Oregon,
lives in
Thomas.
Utah. Sister Thomas
Oh, yeah.
was there, and they didn't have the drain the same in the front. So you would get into their first floor, I mean, down in the front.
The house next to the witch down there, the one on the end, the guy was living in there, the water was going, they just gonna go in there, so he borrowed the canoe to take his rug out of there so it wouldn't get damaged. Put it in the canoe and
Really?
Brian helped him take it out of his house.
So the water was going into his house?
Yeah, those two streets, those down there at the end would get water going into the house.
That's terrible.
Had to come out and fix the drainage because it was coming across the street.
Yeah, they fixed all that now and drains better.
Yeah.
There's nothing behind it anymore. The houses back there.
So here's an interesting question. If you had to do it all over again, would you change the way you raised your family?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I spanked him more.
You gotta spank some more. Yeah, that would help.
No, I don't know. You guys say I penny pinch too much, wouldn't buy you stuff, and I was trying to teach you to be frugal.
When they were kids.
Well, no, you gotta raise them that way. The blue light specials, remember all that?
Yes, I do. I remember the blue light specials and the tracks shoes. I mean, we had everything we needed. We had food to eat. We never went without.
Well, Debbie said I
But I
was,
just didn't think that you guys needed to have name brand Levi's, that kind of stuff. And the
I know.
others would do.
And we didn't like that.
I know you guys didn't like it, but I didn't see the need to do that.
Yeah.
And I think, I was trying to teach you guys that you gotta live within your means.
Yeah. I agree.
I did for Dennis.
Hmm?
I did buy him for Dennis.
You did.
You bought him what?
I got Dennis got real Levi's. Went to one store that had all that stuff, but it seemed like we couldn't find pants to fit him. Remember, it was too long-legged or something.
One of the most scariest things I'd have to say to remember is you running out in the street when she was at the Army Navy store.
Yeah. Debbie was in there looking, or maybe she was looking at the pants too, and I was there. And all of a sudden I see you run out through the door and ran across the street right into the traffic. Some guy was making a left-hand turn. He says, "Do you want me to stop him?"
Why did I-
"Yes."
What did I run out into the street for?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
How old was I?
They old.
2 or 3 years old now.
I don't
Just
know. That,
took off into this traffic, huh?
Mhm.
Wow. I could have died.
You were pretty active too.
That's funny. So Dad, I was thinking yesterday while I was taking care of the lemon trees, I think it was yesterday, I was thinking about how growing up with you helped me probably have this love for growing fruit trees and a garden and stuff like that. And how I remember you used to have us go out it was fall or spring, and you would do all the trimmings on the fruit trees.
Well,
And I remember thinking, why do I have to sit here and stuff all these sticks into the trash can? Why can't I be the one that cuts the branches?
is that right?
Yes. Because you never let us cut them. You just would cut them and they'd fall to the ground. And Brian and I would have to pick them up and stuff them in the trash can.
In a certain way they're supposed to be cut, and I probably didn't think you were trained enough to do it.
Right. I'm sure you were right.
Maybe I could have told you to cut here, but
Probably
you know,
better to have us pick them up.
well, I remember picking them up myself too. You
Yeah,
guys didn't have to alone.
I know.
Well, you can come here and come get the cherries.
Oh, really? You have a lot of cherries?
So many
They're
cherries.
loaded with cherries, and Jenny forgot to get some when she came over. She brought us donuts yesterday. I was in the bathroom, didn't get to the door in time, and she'd taken off. I texted her and told her she forgot to get the cherries, and later responded back that she forgot all about it.
Oh, you should have invite Ella to come over today and grab some.
Well, I told Jenny to come over, but nobody's come over yet. What
Dude.
about asking the missionaries if they wanted to come over, the sister and male, but the elders, but I don't think they could get up in that garden wall. I don't have any steps going up there. Mom's always been after me about that, not putting steps up.
Wait, there's a cherry tree up in the garden area?
Well, that's where the main one is now, the one out
Really?
front. I planted one in the front and one in the back, and then the cuckoos that lived across the street was taking our trash out when we were gone one time and busted it off.
Well,
Oh,
He said the wind blew it off. Well, that's fucking baloney. But anyway, growing up, and the rootstock is up, and so it gets these little tiny cherries on it. Doesn't get the real red Bing cherries.
huh.
And I planted another small Bing cherry next to it, and it's not growing very well, but it's got cherries on it this year.
Really? I loved
Last
eating
year
those
we had
cherries.
magpies all over the place eating those cherries, and this year we haven't had any.
Probably
Yeah.
because COVID killed them off.
I think.
All the birds got COVID and died.
Well, Brian got his, I remember, yeah. His knee stuck in the tree.
That was Brian.
I had to call the fire
Oh,
department.
fire department.
Yeah. They had to use the jaws of life to get the trunk open. Remember?
Right. Spread it open, you know. It's loaded with cherries, and it's hard for me to get up there anymore to do anything too.
Well, you
Yeah.
should have the missionaries come over, or just like, I don't know. Do you guys have a ward Facebook page?
No,
No, well, I have their phone numbers and stuff, but I don't know. I don't want them going up there and then falling off the wall. And the sisters couldn't get up there, I don't think, unless they put pants on,
Yeah.
going up there with their dresses on.
Sisters can now wear pants on a mission. Did you know that?
No,
Yeah, they
Thanks.
can.
I knew they allowed them to wear colorful clothes and stuff now.
Yeah. No, I think they can wear pants now.
well, you go to the lumberyard place, and they have pieces of wood go down like stairs.
Yeah.
All you do is put that up against the wall and get a board and go across, and there's your stairs.
Mhm.
Hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
You'll do it, Mom.
Concrete slab too, or the termites would be in the thing. So,
Well, they're not gonna be in there.
oh, sure do. We got
Are
a
you-
lot of
They're
Are you
on the,
still climbing up into that garden, Dad?
yeah.
You ought to
I-
get steps on there, or don't go up there anymore.
I sit on the wall, turn around, and then pull myself up, and then when
Yeah,
I come
pull
down,
it.
I turn around, sit down on the wall, and turn around and come down.
yeah, one of these times you're gonna fall.
Well,
Jenny up there either.
Jenny and John were over here helping me fix one of the sprinkler pipes, or the water pipes go back to the garden. Jenny stepped down off the wall onto a can, a bucket I had down there. It flipped out from underneath her, and she luckily John and I was there to catch her, so she would have bashed her head in the
You
wall.
Dad, jeez. It's a booby trap. You're trying to kill off your kids and in-laws.
Well,
Trying
she
to
doesn't
save
step
them.
down. She gets down off the wall the same way I do now. She sits down.
Maybe
Yeah.
next time we're out there, we'll put some steps in. Well, John's quite the construction worker now. He saw that doorway he put in.
Yeah.
He said
He was
he
gonna
looked
do
up a
it.
way to do it, but they never come and done it. They talked about doing it.
Yeah. Well, heck, that'd be
They
good
have
to
one
do.
next, Karen next door has a fence.
Well, she had that paid to do that.
Yeah, we'll get somebody to
It
pay him. to
hers
do
goes
it.
right up in the middle of the wall.
Karen
Yeah.
Ardini.
But I got grapevines all the way across there.
Into Karen's yard?
No, I say I couldn't put it up the middle of our wall. I mean, down halfway down the wall because we got those grapevines going across there.
Grapevines going across.
Yeah, those have been there forever.
I put them up as a barrier so you can hide the garden.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The
Smart
garden.
thinking.
Well, just good. Hide the pigs that were back there.
The
The
pigs.
goats.
They were back there then.
They did too.
You guys have lived in that house for almost 46 years now.
It'll be 46 years in August. Yeah.
That's wild.
I've been in Sacramento 46 years. I came up in April.
Yeah. April of 1974,
75.
75. Hmm. Well, should we stop? It's been about 45 minutes.
Yeah. You got any more questions left for next week or?
We have lots of questions still.
Cover
We're at question, let's see. We just finished with question 75. So we're halfway there.
There's 150 questions.
Yeah.
Holy man.
What, Mom?
Where did it come up with that many?
Well, I don't know. It's just something that I found on the Deseret News site.
Hmm.
Genealogy questions. It was published in 2014. 150 questions to ask family members about their lives.
You got to give us a preview of what you're going to ask.
Oh, did you want? I texted it to you.
We didn't do very good this week on answering.
No,
I don't know that we could have.
You know,
Well,
it's not,
funniest things and that kind of stuff.
well, if you want, I can ask 5 more and give us at an even 80.
If you want to do them, we'll try to answer them quick then.
Okay, well, you don't have to answer them quick, but what is this? This number, question 76 says, what did you find most difficult about raising children?
Mhm.
You were always gone, so you didn't.
It was always gone.
Well, you're always working.
Yeah.
You weren't around.
Do you know what Mom did when you were on business trips, Dad?
She told me he used to take you out to eat all the time.
Yeah, Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
She told me that. She also drove around up in Grass Valley or somewhere up there one time. They went on a vacation up there, trip up there.
We did?
You did?
That's what she told me.
I went up there once.
I thought you said you took them too.
I know.
Anyway,
It was went up there doing some genealogy, and they had an old library up there. And it was supposedly where some of my family had hunted for gold and stuff.
the thing I found most difficult is trying to make all of you pleased that you didn't think I was favoring one over the other.
Yeah. That's why Debbie gives her girls everything they want, because I wouldn't give them everything if she wanted.
Mm.
Hmm? I see it. I'm gonna see this.
Yes, she is.
But she told me, Debbie,
Yeah, he sends it all to everybody.
oh, she told me that.
All right.
You should be candid. It's okay. So the
Okay.
most,
What's the next question?
wait, that's funny. So the most difficult thing about parenting was trying to make sure that you were fair with the kids so that we didn't get upset about one being favored over the
All
other.
of you felt that I favored Becky more for one of the things.
Did you?
Well,
Okay. There are
he was
perceptions.
she was always quiet and didn't get into trouble.
Yeah.
You're always doing things that was mischievous, and I was getting on you.
Wasn't I
But
pretty quiet?
I always found it was hard trying to keep you all happy, thinking I treated all of you the same. I
So
loved
that,
all of you the same and still do, but you guys felt that I liked one more than the other, or I
yeah.
gave one something that the other didn't get. And so that was the hardest part, I think, of raising kids.
It was pretty stressful for you.
I think it is.
Yeah. What about you, Mom?
Getting up in the morning.
Getting up in the morning,
Taking the seminary.
taking us to
His
seminary.
Dad had to go to work, but he went to the gym first.
I never knew that until we talked that last time.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I had to bring it. He couldn't, like other parents, take their kids.
You gotta do something.
Wait, are you?
Okay, what's the
Wait,
next question?
I'm really curious about that. Did you consistently go to the gym like Monday through Friday?
Pretty much so, yeah.
Really?
I go to the gym, work out, and then take a shower and go to work.
Huh. Well, that's cool. I didn't even know that. Is that where I think I learned to like working out from watching you exercise in the morning on your trampoline
On my trampoline, you know.
while you watch the news?
I used to do that in hotel rooms too, just run in place on the floor.
Yeah. Wait, so how
Okay.
old were you? Wait a second. So I remember you doing that when I was like in elementary school. So when did you start going to the gym instead of doing the workout at home?
Well, I joined 24-hour fitness about 1990 something or other.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So that was like when I was in seminary,
probably, yeah.
me and Jenny. So you didn't go to the gym in the 80s. You
Well,
must have worked out
I
at
worked
home.
out at home. I ran at home and did push-ups and all that kind of stuff.
And your big breathing exercises, raising your hands in the air and then touching the floor.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that while I ate my wheat checks because my mean parents didn't let me have sugar cereal. I'm just joking. I like that you guys didn't let us have sugar cereal.
You didn't at the time, though.
I know, but we poured so much sugar on that cereal anyways. It was so syrupy at the bottom. It was disgusting. Wait, Mom, so seriously, your most difficult thing was getting up and taking the kids to seminary?
Yeah, because I had to be there at 6. Was it 6 o'clock?
You know, Mom's not an early person.
I know.
Midnight person.
A midnight person. Okay, so here's the next one. What did you find most rewarding about being a parent?
I guess doing what our Heavenly Father wants us to do, to raise children. So that's the most rewarding. It's a spiritual aspect of it.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. How about you, Mom?
Um,
Alexa's going off in there.
Why?
She pipes up every once in a while, starts talking.
I don't know. That's what you're supposed to be, parent, and have children.
I
Because
think it's rewarding. First, she felt rewarded when she started having more children.
yeah.
After she realized that two we should be having more than two children. So
then
she
it was-
always glowed, I think, when she was pregnant. She always,
I get pregnant again.
yeah.
You liked
No,
being pregnant, Mom?
she
Didn't
didn't
bother
have morning sickness or anything. She's always, I think I don't know how to describe it, but she was more radiant
Huh.
when she was pregnant.
I never got sick or anything.
Wow, that's good. Not a lot of women
Bo-
can say that.
Yeah.
Born to have children.
Yeah. Jill said she really likes being pregnant too.
You having more?
I wish. I think we can make some pretty cute babies. Me and Jill. Okay. Question 78. Did you spoil any of your children?
I don't think so, but you guys won't agree with that. So.
Well, it doesn't matter what we think. It's so you don't think you spoiled any of your children. How about you, Mom?
I don't think so. I didn't give you stuff you didn't need.
But did you single out a particular one? That's a question.
You know, I was telling Jill about a memory I had the other day that because I used to wear tank tops, remember that in high school?
Yeah.
And Mom, you took me to Miller's Outpost to get some clothes, and there was a tank top there, but on the tank top it had a picture of a beer keg. It was called like Gorilla Lager or something. And so I liked the tank top and I wanted to get it, but I knew you wouldn't buy it if you saw that there was a beer keg on it. So I kind of folded it and you ended up buying it for me anyways.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't like to see you wearing it.
You must not have worn it then.
I had to have worn it. Why would I have bought it? It was black. I had to have worn it.
Maybe put it on when you got to school.
I don't think I did that. I don't know.
I
I
don't
was just-
remember you ever wearing. I would have been upset about you wearing something with a beer keg on it. So I'll bet you
Yeah.
didn't.
It wasn't that distinguishable though. It was like there was a lot of other artwork on the tank top. So I don't know. I wonder where that shirt is at. Maybe at a DI somewhere. Okay,
DI.
so
Right.
or the Goodwill. Okay. Were you two more questions? Were you strict or lenient as a parent?
Can't answer that. You guys have to answer that question.
I say strict with the first 5, lenient with the last one. That's my perception. I remember we couldn't wear shorts to school, but then when Brian came along, he was able to wear shorts to school.
Times change, Jeff. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I
You
don't
know, there's
remember
5 years
wearing-
difference between you and him.
I
I
don't
know, that's true.
5
Shorts.
years, the trends can change.
That's true.
wearing
Back when
shorts.
Debbie was going to school, she had to wear a dress to school.
Right.
Oh,
So
I
it's
wore-
the fact that times have changed, not that you guys were more lenient with Brian.
Yeah,
You know, times have changed.
because that's when I was growing up. That's all you wore dresses.
Yeah. It's interesting how we see things a certain way. I didn't think about that times have changed. Huh. I don't know. I think you guys were, I'm sure everyone would have their own opinion. You weren't lenient, but it's not like you were overly strict. I think you kept us on the straight and narrow, or tried to, by having,
Keeping the standards of the church, that's always our desire.
yeah,
Was to try to make you live like you're supposed to be.
yeah, and I appreciate that. That's what I was thinking about the other day. I was like, what did I learn at home? And I was thinking just specifically about you, Dad. You taught me how to work hard, which I appreciate. And then you guys taught us to live the gospel, to go to church, to do our duty, to do our home teaching, all that stuff, you know?
Mhm.
So that was a good legacy for us to follow. And look, all of us have been married in the temple.
All right,
Well, I was
except
primary.
Brian, but
Yeah.
except
Well-
Brian, because of his mental problems, couldn't be.
Maybe he's found someone up there now.
Yeah, hopefully.
I
Yeah.
was primary president for 5 years, so
Yeah, I
you
remember
had
that.
to be.
And became Release Society president after that.
Yeah.
No sooner got released as primary and they made Calder to be Release Society president.
So
Ted Olibus is moving.
he's moving.
Yeah, he's going to a home in
Oh,
Draper, Idaho. In
Draper,
Draper,
Utah.
Utah.
does he still live in that big house of his on that
Oh,
acreage?
he bought another house down the end of North Smith.
The gated street.
The
Oh, really?
last gated community before you get to the end of, before you get to Sunset
Sunset.
there.
Oh, I didn't know he did that.
That's the house in there.
Is he voluntarily moving him to a home in Draper?
He's gotten Alzheimer's so bad that they're gonna have to put him in a home. He can't live
Shoot.
by him.
Well,
Does he
has
have
Maggie,
family up there?
He has a caretaker living there right now with him full time.
kids will do something.
I don't know.
Does he have family in Utah?
They said he has grandchildren. I thought maybe one of the daughters lived there, but they don't. They said he has grandchildren back there.
Mm, I love that man. He was a great bishop.
I thought maybe they were moving him to Utah because senior living was cheaper back there, but talking to someone yesterday, they said it's $10,000 a year, a month.
That's insane.
10,000.
Well, that's just
That's-
like when there's
$120,000 a year just to stay in living.
Wow. I say just take me out back and shoot me if I ever get that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save yourself some cash. Wow. Okay, last
That's-
question. Did you find you had to treat each of your children differently? If so, why?
Each have your own personality, so you have to adjust to that.
Yeah.
You can't treat them all the same because they don't have the same personality.
That makes sense.
You're not correcting their personality. It's just
The way they act is what I'm talking about. Each
Yeah.
one has different behavioral things.
Yeah, the one that gets spanked all the time.
So you have to adjust to their personality.
Yeah.
So if they need to be spanked all the time and you didn't like to do that, you wouldn't do it. Because
I
it
don't
wasn't their
know.
personality.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Each one does things that
I'm
are
bratty.
good and bad, both. They have
Mm.
certain things and you have to adjust to those. So you have to treat them based on their personality. So I'd
Yeah.
answer that.
That makes sense.
Like Becky is quiet. And Jenny isn't. Debbie is
Not quiet either.
not quiet either.
What was I?
You were a cut up,
Cut up.
What's a cut up?
always doing wild things.
Yeah, that's true.
Very, very active with your friends.
Yeah, we had good times. Made some
Yeah.
dumb choices.
I think you had a wonderful teenage years.
We did. I agree. I was very fortunate.
A lot of good friends.
Go to the grocery store and singing and
That's the one thing I've always felt Brian didn't have what you had.
Yeah.
That you had church members and you guys hung out together and had all kinds of fun and went to seminary and everything. And Brian just didn't have anybody, didn't tie up with anybody in the church like you guys. Like
Was
you
there
did.
was there just less youth his age? at that time?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Well, he went to seminary and the teacher, he
Kicked him out.
kicked him out, I think,
Wow,
stuff like that.
it's no fun.
All right.
Well, that left question 80, so we've got what, 70 left. Perfect.
Oh,
Think him up.
all right.
Well, thank
Love you.
you. So it looks like we're gonna have a family Zoom call at 5:30.
I never got an answer back from anybody. I asked if anybody's wanting to do it. I guess we'll go ahead and try it and see what happens.
Well,
Finally,
let's text again, or maybe I'll respond to the text and see what
I
we
didn't get
say.
a response back from anybody.
Yeah,
I don't think.
it's a nice shirt, Dad. It's a nice polo.
Yeah, got it on the cruise.
Nice.
Thanks.
Right. Okay.
I don't know where I got it. Maybe, no, maybe I got it at Walmart. I'm frugal yet.
Yes, frugal's good. I get a lot of my clothes at the Goodwill.
One of the best sports coat I ever got was
Yeah, why
Pendleton.
not? Why not?
Never wear it.
Yeah, nobody responded at all. I got no responses back from anybody.
Well, text them and say hello. Anybody there? All right, I love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing it.
Until next week. Let's see. Yeah, we can do next week. It's going to be but then the week after that, we'll be in Hawaii. So
There you go, Hawaii. Good.
we're going to Kauai for our honeymoon finally.
That's our favorite island, Kauai.
Why?
Yeah. Jill's been there. I've not been there. So I'm looking
Where,
forward to it.
where is it we went that the cave was? Why? Well, there's a place in Kauai that's this wedding, where they have the wedding song.
They have the wedding song?
Wedding,
Oh, they play that song.
play the wedding song.
That's the one that Elvis Presley recorded one time.
Oh,
Anyway, that's one that's got the chick. Figure in Old Town Fair Oaks.
That's a lot of plants and stuff around.
It's more green, but a lot of that vegetation and stuff. It's very pretty.
yeah.
When they had the
It's not,
hurricane,
it's not as
touristy.
when they had the hurricane not too long ago, it just wiped all the fern and everything off the walls. But I'm sure it's going back.
one time we were there, we went to church and the mission president was getting released and he came over. They gave him a beautiful lei that they put around gave him that he wore.
Nice.
We also ran into President Johnson's son there.
Oh, really?
Went into church and was it Todd or?
It wasn't Todd, it was the other.
Anyway, we went to church and sure enough, here's President Johnson's son. He was staying in the same resort we were.
Huh, that's cool. It's funny.
I'll have fun over there.
And a lot of
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah, they got the feral chickens out there.
You getting a rental car, I suppose.
There's like a shortage of rental cars because of COVID. I think a lot of the companies shipped their cars to the States because they weren't getting a lot of business. And now we can't even find one. And I think the one that there was one available was almost going to be $1,000 for the week. Some insane amount of money. So I don't know.
Did you turn the recording off?
Oh no, I haven't stopped it yet. I'll go ahead and stop it. Bye.